What is up, everyone? This is Review It. I'm James.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we are reviewing The Duff.
This is how we live. This is how we live. Rich, James, and love. This is what we live. This is what.
Why don't you tell us what The Duff is?
So, The Duff is based off the book, The Duff by Cody Keplinger, and it's basically about the movie, not the book, because they're two completely different things, period. Like, they're completely different. But the movie is about this girl named Bianca who is told by the hot boy of the school that she is the Duff. Duff stands for the designated ugly fat friend. So, nobody wants to be called the Duff, of course. We've decided James is our Duff.
I'm not the Duff, okay? I think we all know who the Duff is. If we had a third person, I would point them out.
Yes, okay. So anyways, but Bianca is called the Duff, and she starts kind of freaking out and having this kind of anxiety, self-esteem issue situation going on where she just starts to try to change herself to be somebody that other people would like so that she is no longer the Duff. And she enlists the help of popular boy Wesley Rush to help change her into this person people would like, basically, and in exchange she's going to help him with his homework. So that's basically your whole theme around the book, I guess.
And what follows from this is an absolutely abysmal, terrible, awful, trashy movie. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I actually
He
loved
almost
this
died.
I loved this movie. I loved it. I had you, though.
Yes. He would not tell me what he thought about the movie.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know how this is going to go down.
No. The Duff, in all actuality, I really liked it. I had a great time with the movie, actually. Well, I mean, I won't go as far as to say it's the best movie I've seen all the so far this year, but it is pretty awesome, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm so excited to hear that. Y'all don't understand.
Right, yeah, this is a pretty big deal. So let's get into the pros and cons of this movie. First, we'll start with, do you want to start with pros or cons? Do you want to get the bad stuff out of the way first, or you want to get the good stuff?
because I don't really have that much bad, so
Okay,
yeah.
I only got like 2 things.
Okay.
Alright, so cons. Do you want to start with me?
I guess I'll start, because really, I'm trying to think of a con that I just really have.
Do you want me to go and you can think about them?
Yeah, I'm going to let James go. Yeah, you go first.
Alright, so honestly, let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. There is one major flaw that I had that kept this from being a 5, or, oh my gosh, this is freaking sweet. There's only one major flaw here. There's another one that's more of a nitpicking thing, but the major flaw and is the end, kind of the last 20 minutes or so. When it gets to the point where Bianca, who is played by Mae Whitman from Arrested Development and some other stuff.
Perks Being a Wallflower. She's in that.
Oh, she was?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that. But when it comes to the point where she essentially lays out the whole message of the movie for us, it just felt a little cheesy, a little over the top, a little hammy, and it was really just a speech that you've heard a million other times in a million other teen movies just like this one. So it really wasn't as inspired as it should have been, especially given the fact that the rest of the movie she was this spunky, like, I don't care what you think type of person, or the way she talked. Not necessarily how she thought, but how she talked. Mm-hmm. She seemed like this, I don't care what you think, I'm going to say what I want, I'm going to call you whatever I feel like calling you. And then when she gets to the point where she lays out this message, it just doesn't, I don't know, it was completely against her character. I understand she learned something, and that's fine. That makes sense. But it was how she delivered it, how she said it for the audience. Other than that, though, I have nothing wrong with this movie.
I actually kind of get where he's coming from. Like, I did not think about that initially at all. I was going to say I didn't have any cons with this movie because really I'll go into pros later. But it really, like, you would expect her character to jump on the stage with this just rock hard, crazy, you're like rooting your fist kind of message. And it was kind of similar. It was similar to a lot of other messages that you would get. But, you know, it's not like the worst flaw in a movie that I would ever find. For sure,
I mean, there's plenty of worse things. I mean, I would have preferred her to be like, continue that I don't give a F type of,
yeah, right.
You know, how she was talking to people earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that had been there in that final little speech that she gave, but it just wasn't there, and it just kind of felt a little hammy, cheesy.
Just expected.
Yeah.
So I can totally, I can get that.
And I was really thinking about that at the end of the movie. I was like, man, I wish that was better.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that had been better. But let's get into the pros, because this is actually a really good movie. and it's
I know, I'm so excited.
It's one that just kind of slipped in. I did not expect anything from this at all. I mean, from the trailers, it looked like it was going to be an attempt at recreating Mean Girls.
Right, definitely.
But yeah, honestly, this movie, it succeeded at what Vampire Academy tried to do last year.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking about it on the way here. Vampire Academy last year, I did not see it, but you saw it. But you could tell just from the trailer that it was trying to be like Mean Girls, but with vampires.
And it just did not succeed on any level.
Yeah, I could tell.
But this succeeded.
Right.
This did what it was supposed to do, and I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, this one seemed like it definitely did, you know, recreate somewhat of that Mean Girls feeling. So if you like Mean Girls, you're going to have a blast with the Duff.
Because I feel like this was better than Mean Girls, I gotta be honest. I feel like they recreated it a lot better. I don't know. Me and Sarah were talking about it, and we both feel like this was better than Mean Girls, which is a lot to say. Because Mean Girls is a lot to live up to, especially to you California folks, but it was good.
So yeah, it's a comedy. It's based on a book, as you said before.
And I'm gonna say this right off the top. I did not like the book, and I loved the movie. So, you know.
I didn't read the book.
Yeah, but I just didn't care for it. The book is completely different from the movie. You have to look at them as two different entities because they're not the same.
Yeah. I wish I could talk more about the subject, but
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it because they're nothing alike. You have to just talk about the movie.
Right. So yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. I won't say to me personally, there were a few jokes that didn't really, or they felt like they were just kind of trying to get a laugh out of you, just trying to squeeze a laugh out of you, but it just wasn't working. But there were a couple scenes where I did crack up, and I did bust out laughing a couple times. Like, there were a few really well-placed jokes, but there were a few that just kind of, but honestly, that didn't bother me too much. It was the jokes that did hit made up for the ones that didn't. Oh my
God. I laughed the entire movie. I was cracking up. Me and Sarah were just all in each other, like just dying, cracking up. I loved it. It's been so long since I've gone to a movie that just made me feel the way this movie did. It was such a feel-good, funny comedy movie, and it's something that I've been needing for a long time.
Yeah.
And they just haven't made one that succeeds in what it needs to do. And I was way past due for a movie like this and didn't even realize it. So the characters in this movie were perfect. Like, the main character, Bianca, was so funny. Like, she's just this hardcore, just don't care what anybody thinks most of the time. I'm going to say what I feel like saying, and I don't care. Call people what she feels like calling them, great. And then the main guy character, Wesley Rush, he is the perfect jock, sarcastic, just her, like, Wesley and Bianca's character together made for some of the funniest moments in this entire movie. They were so perfect together. The chemistry was just fantastic. I just loved it.
Yeah, they worked. Yeah, I'll agree. I thought they worked, and the acting on both of their parts was really good. I have to give it to Mae Whitman. I'm a big fan of Arrested Development, so if any of you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. She was Plain Anne, as they called her, and yeah, so I think she was the highlight of the Duff. I thought that her performance was awesome. She played it really well at times. She was able to kind of switch on a dime and be, you know, the spunky, don't care girl, and be this, like, introverted,
sensitive,
yeah,
just really, she was good at being different characters.
Yeah, and switching very quickly. So yeah, I liked her, and she was convincing and all of those things. So yeah, definitely Mae Whitman. If you're watching this, which I'm sure you are.
Wish.
I'm sure you're watching this. Good job. Very good job. Robbie Amell, who plays Wesley. Yeah. I've seen him in other stuff, and for the life of me, I can never remember what he's actually in.
Oh my God. Me and Sarah, the entire way here, were Googling what he's in because it was so hard to picture what he's in. But he was in Cheaper by the Dozen too, as a character.
Yeah.
He was in a few episodes of Pretty Little Liars. There's a few different small parts he's had, but I didn't see any major role that I recognized him in.
Yeah,
he's that very familiar face, but you just don't know where he's coming from.
Yeah, like most of the time I can see somebody and place them.
Right.
But this guy, I just cannot remember what he's from, but I've seen him in a lot of stuff. And he's actually the cousin of the star of Arrow, Stephen Amell.
Right.
So they look very similar. because they're related. But anyway, yeah, like, I knew the guy from somewhere, can't really remember where he's from, but yeah, he was good too. He wasn't as great as Mae Whitman.
No.
She was the highlight. Like, she was the bomb.
Best character in this movie, acting and everything, just the top.
Yeah, and I really like how the movie kind of played with the whole social media thing. That is
I love it.
That is just part of the youth of nowadays, including
It's very current, and you don't see a lot of movies do that.
Right.
Where it works, but this it was a very current, modern movie that you just feel like would happen out of school.
Yeah. The social media integration into the plot works really well. Yeah. So, I mean, this was a fun movie.
I loved it. It's just a feel good. It's going to inspire you. You're going to laugh. You're just going to enjoy it. Like, I just want to go see it again right now. That's how much I enjoyed it.
I'll wait till DVD.
No, I probably will see it again before it's over.
I'll wait till DVD. But you need to see Kingsman. She hasn't seen Kingsman. Come on.
I've had somebody else tell me it's good too.
Who?
Latham, one of my friends from
Oh yeah, they commented. Kingsman's awesome, man. Go check that video out. Now, go watch it. After this is over, then go watch it. Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we've said all we can say about the movie. It's fantastic. Go see it. Like, just go see it.
Yeah, go check it out.
Even if you didn't like the book, go see it. Like, now.
Or if you didn't read the book, like this guy.
Still go see it.
This guy didn't read the book,
see
he saw it, and he liked it.
So, yeah. He wouldn't have liked the book either.
Probably not.
But we're going to go ahead and jump into our ratings. I will go first because I think mine's pretty obvious and expected. Yeah. And my rating is OMG, this movie was freaking sweet and awesome and amazing and exactly what I wanted in this movie. It's a 5. Yes. Best movie I've seen this year. First 5 I've given this year.
I can't do that.
I knew he wouldn't be able to.
I can't match you on that one because Kingsman.
Yeah.
I know, you guys are probably sick of the word Kingsman coming out of your mouth. You're like, God, I just wish you'd shut up about Kingsman. I can't go 5 because this was not as good as Kingsman to me. But I will go, it is worth the price of admission. That is a 4 out of 5. Hopefully we'll get to the point where everybody's used to these ratings. And we don't
have to keep saying 4 out of 5.
We won't have to say, that's a 4 out of 5. It's a 3 out of 5 for your reference. Worth the price of admission, 4 out of 5. That's what I'm going with.
And that's more than I expected from James. I did not know he was going to like this movie, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, it was fun.
So, go see this movie.
Yeah.
Do it.
And one more thing. I showed you this. I bought a new shirt that I am planning on debuting right here in this video. For those of you who don't know, my last name is Fuller. Okay? F-U-L-L-E-R. So this is going to make the joke a lot funnier. Here it is. So this is my new shirt, and I will be using it quite a lot. I will probably be wearing it for a lot of reviews because I don't like to be wrong. Even if I am sometimes, I don't like to be wrong. And
it's the spark of a lot of arguments.
Yeah. So, I will be wearing this a lot. And actually, you know what? I might just like bring it with me from now on. And if we have varying different opinions, I'll wear it during that review. So if you see this shirt, if you see the review start and I'm wearing this shirt, you know we are going to disagree.
We have issues.
We are going to have issues.
And he just thinks that shirt makes him right, but
I do. I think it makes me right. I think my discussion on movies makes me right.
Yeah.
I'm a very confident man.
Well, that's his fatal flaw. Just so y'all know.
Hello everyone. Thank you for watching. This is James.
I'm Kelly.
And we are Review It.
Yay. Go watch this movie.
Go watch this movie.